Hey guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Shinobi Warfare. In this episode we are going to uncover the latest new update in the game. This update hasn't been added to all of the players, it's only in beta mode, but I would still like to cover it to show you how it looks like. So I've already uploaded 2 videos about the PvP, which is just like the arena, it's live battle version, and it allows you to play another players in real time mode. And this mode is going to be the next new thing in the game. But since it's still in development mode, it's only available for few players just to test it. And I'm going to show you how it's going to look like and some of the things that are coming and some of the things that are currently on, so you guys know where we are standing and how long it's going to be taken until it's fully available for everybody. And let's see. So in this account I'm using my very main account, which I'm using to test stuff. It's currently in the game, so I'm going to interact with actual players. And this is the gear that I'm using, because I have the wind ability, so I decided like why not, I'm going to equip wind weapon, which gives me more dodge and and so on. And the skills that I'm going to use are those skills. The evasion, obviously it's great for wind users. Tensonami Gongen, it's great, in case you are getting hurt, you can recover HP faster. The buff resist mode obviously is the best in PvP. I have the 2 despair skills, which are going to be used if the opponent uses any buff. I will be able to remove the buff. I'm using the Violent Quake Fist because it has low cooldown and it also deals a lot of damage, so it's perfect. And also I'm using the Shield Bash Plus, which is not so good with the cooldown, but it's great because it disperses the target and also stuns it for 2 turns. The Patriarchal Devotion is going to enable me to give me like bonus 120% damage for 2 turns, which is great. And I'm also using this skill because it disables target from healing. So currently the major issue that I'm facing is when you are playing against pure earth users that has a lot of HP and also using HP recovery weapons, so it's really hard to fight with them unless you somehow cancel them from healing. So this skill is a great skill for that. And also I'm using the Silver Giant bundle, it stuns target for 3 turns, although it's not so useful because it only stuns target when the HP is below 50%, so if it's above 50% it only reduces its damage. But let's see. So if you are selected for the beta version, you will be put in a group of another player, so you will be able to interact with them, and you will also see this icon near the events room. So when you select PvP, you see all of the stats in the game, but most of the stats are not accurate and are not updated at all because it's not currently not available. It's still beta mode, that means that many features are not available. And there's the private room, which is not available. You have information such as my name, level, played, win, lose. All of this information is not updated, so there's no need to look on that. Also the chat is not working, you don't have any button to send message. You have the refresh button and the instruction button, which is not working, and you have the exit button, which does work because you need to exit it somehow. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm also using another account just to test it. I'm going to play against my friend's account. I'm using it just for the video, so I will connect as well. And currently the way it works, you just click quick match and you're waiting for the opponent. And you don't have any option to cancel the search because since it's beta mode, not giving players too much flexibility at the beginning, but I'm sure going to add an option to cancel waiting for the opponent and so on. Also there is no matchmaking, that means that the first next player to click quick match you're going to fight against. So right now I'm fighting against Fenrir. He's legendary player for those who know him and those who don't. So yeah, first skill I'm going to excuse me for the sound. So first skill, obviously I'm going to defend myself. Let's see what he uses. And yes, he's going to defend himself also. So also there is like a common law when you play PvP that the first skill is not going to be stun, because honestly it's not fair when you get the first turn and you're going to stun someone. So that's the way it is. And by the way, the chat is working, so hey there, let's test it. See that the message appears here, and you can also respond back. So you see it appears here. Right now there is also no timer. That means that when you fight player you can drag the battle as long as you want, although it's not recommended because I'm going to remove players from beta if they are going to store games. This feature is only for testing mode, so obviously I can think as much as I want to, but honestly please don't do that for those who are in testing, because I don't like when players abuse something that I give them. So as I mentioned before, it's used debuff resist, so let's go ahead and play. I removed this buff and also standing for 2 turns, that means he cannot do anything. And now I can attack him because he's exposed. If you're having a tough time to understand like how the game works and what are the different effects in the game, I'm going to publish a video soon which is going to explain it. So for players who still have a problem, you know, understanding what is disperse effect, what is flexible effect or so on, I will explain everything. You know, it's useful if you're a new player and you don't know what most of the things do. So I can stand him for 2 turns, but I don't have enough chakra. So I guess yes. Let's just use a regular skill, and now it's his turn and he can do anything he wants to. Okay, so he's using the flexible as well, and as I recall, since the wind ability has been buffed to from 20% to 30%, it's going to be hard hitting. Of course I can use luck, and let's see, yes, he dodged that. So you're not always going to get lucky, and that's what makes the game exciting, sorry, because all of the different combination with the abilities and also the natural elements is what creating the game and makes it more interesting to play. So now I'm out of evasion, so I don't have any effect on me, so I will use the tension, the buff resist mode, so it will not be able to touch me. You know, if he tries to stun me or do something, I'm not going to be affected by that. And it drained my chakra, so I don't have chakra now. But I have 150 chakra because of my back item, which is pretty useful. It could have been bought in the anniversary event, but for now it's not available. But you know, who knows, maybe in the next anniversary it will be available. Okay, so right now I don't have any effect, and it still has effect, so I'm not going to... Maybe I will reduce his chakra, because he also don't have a chakra recovery skill, chakra recovery weapon or back item, so perhaps it will block him from using any skill in the next turn, because his back item recovers 100 HP and CP per turn, but beside that it's not a lot of chakra. And you see, it charged, so it's good for us. Don't have anything to use, so let's see what he can do. Ooh, nice, I got purified. So now it's my turn to fight back. I like the electric talent a lot, but the problem is that it takes so much chakra, so using it, you know, it's not very recommended if you don't have much chakra as me. Okay, so yeah, I basically cannot do anything, you know, unless using weapon. And now let's restrict him and avoid him from using anything. And yep, the game is ours. So we won the first game, it was so much fun to play. I won the game, and you see the stats hasn't been updated yet, but there are still a lot of things that are left for me also to fix in the game to make it more accessible for other players. So as I said before, the PvP is coming soon, and I really hope that I will be able to bring it for all of the players, because I really like players to play against each other and not only play the arena, because in the arena you only face players that are have about the same trophies as you. So you see here, you can see the top players, and let's see which rank I am. I think I'm the top player. I think I'm one of the top players. So yeah, I'm rank 24. I'm playing the arena sometimes because it's fun, and in the arena the rules are different. So in the arena, obviously you're playing against the computer, so it chooses skills according to its own calculation, but here you cannot stun the player at all in the first turn. So if I try to do something, it will show resisted. So let's try and use this skill, and you see it's resisted. That means I cannot stun him, I cannot do anything on him in the first turn, but he can do that on me, so it stunned me for 2 turns. This feature, I don't think it's going to be added to the PvP, but maybe soon, who knows. Right now I'm still working on it, so I would like to make it as much fun as possible and also as much balanced as possible. So the battle in the arena is obviously automatic, that means I cannot do anything, and now I'm restricted, so yeah, I can't use anything. But in the arena it's much easier to play, because since you play against a bot, you can always do actions that, you know, you can always outsmart the opponent and win him easily, unlike the PvP. Because in PvP, when you play against real player, he obviously knows what's best for him. Okay, he got lucky this time because he stunned me when I have the flexible effect, so that sucks for me. I hope I can survive it. Okay, so I see there's no mercy in the game because the opponent's striking me mercilessly, so now this is the time when this skill comes in handy, because locking the target above 50% is going to make sure, or maybe not, is dealing 0 damage. So I think right now we found a bug together, which obviously I will fix in the next update, but it's cool. It's still fun to play. Obviously I need to recover back my HP, also debuff resist mode, where the opponent cannot use any effect on me. And now it's time to stun him again, so he's unable to do anything. So let's use the Patriarchal Devotion skill, which is going to increase our damage for the next 2 turns, and each skill that we are going to be using is going to deal a hell lot of damage. So let's start by removing his chakra, and okay, I see that that's enough to win this battle. So I won the game, I got 31 trophies, and I can continue battle until my power loses. So that's the main difference between the arena and the PvP, and who knows, maybe also in the future the PvP can replace the arena. That means that you are going to play against real players and get trophies from them. It's still, as I mentioned before, it's still under development, and I'm doing my best to make sure that I finish with the PvP as soon as possible, because I really want to see a lot of players playing together, and I would also like to see all of the balances that you guys like, the way everything balances out with all of the players. You know, maybe a different combination with talents and natural elements, skills, weapons. I would like to see it all, and also I'm doing my best to improve the game experience also for players who don't have a lot of stuff, and to help them to be able to play the game easily. You know, if you're a new player and you don't have clan rewards, obviously that doesn't mean that you're fucked, because you can get all of these items maybe also from the events. In the events you can get items that have the similar effect, sometimes even better effect than clan rewards. So everything balances out for players, even for new players. So you don't have to feel down that you cannot get, some sort of a weapon or some sort of a skill, because eventually there are a lot of similar items that can be obtained from anywhere. Right now you can get clan rewards from the arena and the clan, but the events offers you some kind of a different experience with different rewards with similar effects. So just pay attention, play all of the upcoming events, and obviously you are going to be getting a good benefit from it. And that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment them below or even send me on Discord, on Facebook, or any other social media platform that our game has. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.